the population in Japan is not growing. Okay, like it's going down, and there's a lot of Akiya everywhere. I mean, like just empty houses where the owner has died. Maybe maybe they didn't have children. Maybe the children said, "No, I don't want this because of taxes or whatever for whatever reason." So we have a lot of places now in Japan, and I think this is very common right now on social media that foreigners are like, "Hey guys, you can just very cheap, like a Akiya, like open empty house in Japan. You can just buy it and refurbish it." What do you think about this? Is that real? Is that really as cheap as people make it out to be? And yeah.
It's real in a sense, I guess. It's real if you know what you're getting into. So the cheaper the purchase price, the more you'll have to put into that refurbishment, right? Obviously, it's cheap because it's very, very old. It's cheap because it's very, very rural. And if it's very old and very rural, then bringing renovation companies over and renovating the place is going to be more expensive the older and more rural it is, right? So yes, you can buy, for example, a condo unit in a ski resort where the owners are still paying $200-300 a month for resort fees. They don't want to pay it anymore. They want to get rid of it practically for free. So that's real. You can buy an old dilapidated house in the countryside for a few thousands or a few tens of thousands of dollars, but it really depends on how hands-on you're planning to be and or what sort of budget you're allocating to bring that place up to livable condition. So, for example, some of them are not even connected to sewage. You'll have to either install a septic tank or connect to city sewage if it's available in that area. If it's very rural, then there is no sewage in that area. And then septic tank might be your only option, because if you leave it not on sewage and not on a septic tank, it's basically a cesspool under the house that stinks to high heaven. So you definitely want to replace that as soon as you can. That's going to be a minimum, I don't know, $8,000-10,000 for a septic tank, or a few $1,000 if you're connecting to city sewage in some cases. If the property is too old, they're not really built to last in Japan, so not very durable materials, very light wood, which deteriorates over time, especially with Japan having as many typhoons and earthquakes, big and small, as it does. When you run a structural inspection, you might find that, yes, the house costs $10,000, but you'll need to pay another $80,000 to fix the tilting and the land sediment issues around the foundation and termite tracks. The roof might need to be replaced for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, whatever the case may be. Yes, the purchase price is very low. It is possible to buy a very, very cheap property, but you really need to think carefully about what and how you're going to be doing with it once that purchase is done.